Thank you, Trustee Burley. The next question, please.
What steps will you take to attract businesses to Montgomery in order to bring new jobs and economic growth to the community? And this starts with Trustee Burley.
I mentioned twice already the economic toolbox, but the other thing that we're working on right now that didn't quite come up so much in the candidate forum was the TIF steering committee we have. So TIF is one of those, it's probably the best tool that we have available in that it costs us as residents, businesses, and taxpayers nothing. And I won't get into the details of exactly what the TIF does, but the property between Jericho and 30 along Orchard is a blighted area. It's floodplain, older buildings, and the TIF steering committee looked at that and had our consultant find out if we would be eligible. So if we're eligible for TIF in that area, it would be a huge win in enticing somebody, a Costco, obviously we got a Sam's Club, anything, a hotel in that corridor, whatever it is, however we wanted it to develop. But it would be a funding mechanism for that person to go in and do all the compensatory storage for the floodplain, all the dirt work that needs to be done, public improvements, the road, and that doesn't cost anybody in this room anything. It freezes the taxes on that property where they were when they're vacant, and any increase that would have been charged that would go to the village and to the school districts would go to pay off those public improvements. But for the 22 years of that TIF, we're getting sales tax revenue, local jobs, good places to eat, and spend our money in Montgomery. I don't know how many times since I've lived in Orchard Prairie we've decided to go out to eat, and we had to drive to Sugar Grove, Aurora, or Oswego. And as somebody that deeply loves this community, it just hurts to go and spend, take the whole family out and to spend $100 with the whole family at a store outside of Montgomery when you know that money and you want that money to go into Montgomery. So that's a goal of mine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Repeat the question, please.
What steps will you take to attract businesses to Montgomery in order to bring new jobs and economic growth to the community?
As stated before, we have the MEDC and the Chamber of Commerce, and these are our best sales people, so to speak, or cheerleaders, for lack of a better term. They're putting our village out there. We have several locations within the village that are ready for businesses to come in. TIF districts were mentioned. We also have the Orchard Road corridor, which will be coming. And then we also have the Route 30 corridor. The road improvements are going to be done out there. Better access is better ability for people to get to different businesses. The economic situation is such that there are a lot of big businesses or big boxes and restaurants and stuff like that that have already been built in the area. There isn't going to be a big push for additional ones to come in. We, through our Chamber of Commerce and our MEDC, are actively trying to contact a number of these to get some of these businesses to locate here. It's few and far between the businesses that are being built now. But on the other hand, we have land that's readily available for them to get in to build a location here, and then it kind of all buys into the whole program of Montgomery First. And I wish we had more grocery stores and stuff like that, but on the other hand, we had Dominic's here, and then one of the surrounding communities gave them such an enticement that they left. So the biggest thing is to do what we can, mainly through the MEDC and the Chamber, then to try and attract businesses. They're our best salespeople.
Thank you, Trustee Keck.